Matthew 24 verse 3-4 states, "And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the signs of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you." This is a double prophecy during the time of Jesus of the destruction of Jerusalem, and for our time in the last days. And the name of the game, as we read from the scriptures, is deception. The whole world has been deceived by lies, especially when concerning the mainstream media. And I believe it is time that we turn off the TV and start opening our Bibles instead. So the signs of the times can be placed in various categories, and each category needs to come to fruition. All these things climax simultaneously before the full prophetic picture could be realized. Let's begin with these categories. Number 1, the physical environment signs need to reach universal application. 2, moral decay associated with the end-time prophecy will be universal. Ethnic classes need to be commonplace. Black Lives Matter, KKK, those issues. The political prophetic picture must also come to fruition. Republican versus Democrat. The religious prophetic picture must also come through. We also see the ecumenical movement play a huge role in this. And then point number 6 is the legislation associated with buying and selling and the implementation of the mark of the beast needs to be placed. So we also see how that is coming to fruition. And we also read all of this in Matthew chapter 24, and there's always been earthquakes, as some people may say, but the theme here is about escalation. And many things must occur simultaneously, and that is why all these things make it so complete. The Bible also speaks about the youth being very disobedient and anarchy occurring in the last days. That's why we have such groups such as Antifa, Black Lives Matter, all these groups that have created chaos within the cities. And all of these, according to the Bible, must take place all at the same time. And now we can know that we are at the time of the end. Matthew 24 verse 3-8 states, "And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in divers places. All these things are the beginnings of sorrows." So deception is out and about in all the world, and the only way we could get through these deceptions is by studying. In the book entitled Rulers of Evil, it states how the only ones who believe in conspiracy theories are the ones who have studied them, and those who shout against them haven't really studied the subject. There are many occult books, such as Morals and Dogma, ISIS Unveiled, and The Secret Doctrine, written by Helena Blavatsky. All have influenced the whole world towards a new world order ideology, backing the United Nations as well. And we begin to realize that these issues are real. And presidents have also spoken against the Jesuit order. Religious leaders have also spoken against the Jesuit order, businessmen, inventors. And there are many books exposing them. And now people somehow don't care if someone is a Jesuit or not. And this means we are heading towards some very serious trouble in the world today. Now I would say that there have always been false Christ as well, which is one of the signs that is mentioned. But it's always been whether a sect or a cult. However, it will get real whenever Satan appears as Christ and becomes world news and miracles start appearing. And these are the signs of the times, but we must understand that all these things are happening at once. An article from the religious news service entitled "The Messiah of the Second Coming has come for Easter 2021, and it states the following. On the past Palm Sunday, March 28, 2021, Yi Qin Messiah, the Messiah of the Second Coming, hosted a teleconference of the Second Coming to announce the first part of the proclamation of the Second Coming for the new millennium, to unveil the 2,000-year mystery of the Book of Revelation. On the coming Easter Sunday, Yi Qin Messiah will reveal the forecast and solutions for the future of the world. Many people had thought that the Second Coming will be a supernatural phenomenon of Christ's Second Coming from the sky with thousands of angels, said Yi Qin. That the spiritual phenomenon happening in the spiritual realm, not in our physical world. So this article made the news, but it was only a Zoom meeting, but it continues to escalate. An article from Israel Today entitled Top Rabbi, Messiah's Name Will Be Revealed Soon. It states the following: One of Israel's top celebrity rabbis stated in a video sermon posted to YouTube last week that the name of the Messiah will be soon revealed. Rabbi Nir ben Arsi, pictured right, told Israelis that God is ready to reveal the name of the Messiah and urged the people to be in unity and get ready. So it's becoming public, it's becoming world news. He also refers that it's a person who already exists and that the name will be revealed. Another article entitled Israeli Rabbi Says He's Already Holding Meetings with the Messiah from Israel Today states, Rabbi Yaakov Zitzot told Relentless Broadcaster Radio 2000 that Rabbi Kamvetsky recently told him that he is already in direct communication with the Messiah. To understand why religious Jews are taking this seriously, it's important to note that Rabbi Cham is considered one of the 2 or 3 top rabbis of the ultra-Orthodox Jewish community in Israel. And the rabbi says that Kamvetsky and others of the mystical concealed rabbis have now tasked him with informing the public of the Messiah's imminent arrival. And these are not just willy-nilly people, these are prominent people saying that the Messiah is here. And we also have wars and rumors of wars occurring, coinciding with all these events. An article entitled, Is a War with China Inevitable? From The Nation, it states the following. The statement coming out of the Department of Defense and the upper ranks of Congress these days make it seem that way. On the basis, the Pentagon requested $715 billion in military expenditures for 2022, with a significant chunk of those funds to be spent on the procurement of advanced ships, planes, and missiles intended for a potential all-out high-intensity war with China. An extra $38 billion was sought for the design and production of nuclear weapons, another key aspect of the drive to overpower China. Some skeptics like to say that there's always been wars, but what are the chances of a bigger war occurring? There are wars in all parts of the globe, but a major war is what is being anticipated. Also, Russia moving troops to the Ukraine is also occurring, and Thailand and the Pacific Ocean with China involved is becoming more and more heated. We are experiencing small wars across the world, but these ones are highly nuclear. And our last article entitled The US and China Are Preparing for War, and Australia is caught in the crosshairs from ABC News, it states the following. Every year, China celebrates a victory over the United States. We know it as the Korean War. The Chinese call it the war to resist American aggression and aid Korea. Last year, at the 70th anniversary of China's triumph, Xi Jinping warned the Chinese people the road ahead will not be smooth. He called on people to revive the spirit of the Korean War, to speak to invaders in the language they know, to use war to prevent war. Simply tell Americans that China is not afraid, it was victorious once and will be again. This is the prophetic picture we are living in today.